You better get those turkeys ready because November's right around the corner. Oh yeah, and here's some Marvel solicitations. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I am bringing you Marvel solicitations for the month of November 2021. My gosh, guys, the year has totally flown by. So, guys, let's get started with the November solicitations from Marvel Comics. Alright guys, so the first book that we're kicking it off with is a huge one, and this is Hulk issue 1, written by Donny Cates and art Ryan Ottley. I am so looking forward to this book. The Hulk is immortal no more, and it looks like he's going to be some kind of astronaut, and he's going to be exploring different worlds and things like that, and supposedly he's really pissed off. Hopefully Ryan Ottley can stay on this book, and it's going to be a phenomenal story. You know, when it came to Venom, when it came to Thor, Donny Cates has not let us down. Let's see what happens to Hulk. Get to see some of these other variant covers here, which looks pretty cool. And the title of this one is Mad Scientist Part 1 of 6. So this is 6-issue story arc, and this one is 40 pages, $5. All right, now here's the book that I'm concerned about, and this is Venom. Here we're on issue 2 at this point. However, it is written by Ram V, and Brian Hitch does the artwork. So, you know, with Ram V writing it, I'm probably sure it's going to be better than Al Ewing's script or whatnot. We'll see what happens with it, right? So this one is 32 pages, $3.99. I am just very scared though for the character. Next is a new series that's getting ready to come out, and that's The Thing. This is a mini series, issue 1 of 6, written by Walter Mosley, and Tom Riley, or Rayleigh, I guess that's how you say his name, is the art and does the cover art. So this could be kind of cool. You know, I was a fan of The Thing back in the day, and we'll see what happens. You know, I read some of his stuff. 40 pages, $5. All right, next we have Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. So Kate is back in the Marvel spotlight, obviously because the Disney Plus series is getting ready to come out, so people gotta get familiar with her in the comics. I think this is a smart move. There you get to see her on this car, and you get to see Pizza Dog there to her right. This could be a lot of fun. You know, she's had books in the past, whether they were read before, who knows. I read them, but now that this Disney Plus show, like I said, is coming out, people could have a huge interest in her. So 1 of 5, and here we have a cool variant cover as she gets to see someone holding a gun over her head, and a Pizza Dog is sitting there in the actual pool with her, which I think is cool. So this one's 32 pages, $4. All right. And now you got Avengers issue 50 coming out. So if you read Free Comic Book Day Avengers, you got kind of the idea of what's going on with Doctor Doom, and he's like getting all these mashups or villains together and all these different multiverses and whatnot. And it's supposedly supposed to be pretty big. So we'll see what happens with that one. Here, if you're collecting some of the variant covers, we get to see this Silver Age-like cover. And here we get to see another cover. That's pretty cool. But this is, again, celebrating 750 issues of the Avengers. And this one's going to be 96 pages, $10, guys. Captain America and Iron Man cover here done by Alex Ross. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Another mini-series. We see more and more of these. 1 of 5. Derek Landy is the writer. Angel and Zuta is the artist. So that's pretty cool right there. And here we get to see another cover, which this one is actually awesome as well, as you get to see Red Skull there in the background. So we'll see what happens with this one. 32 pages, $4. Now this book I'm totally excited about. You guys know my love for Felicia Hardy. This is Giant Size Black Cat Infinity Score issue 1. This is going to be the final issue of Jed MacKay's run on the character, and I'm going to miss it. I think this one is pretty phenomenal, and we get to see this nice cover right here with her wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know what's going to happen. We're getting the beginning of this story right now, where she's collecting the superpowered beings that have Infinity Stones attached to them. What she does with these stones are still yet to be determined. I like this one. Giant Size Black Cat, Lucky Hotel. And here's another one. Feeling unlucky in life? That's pretty cool. So yes, this is it. The grand climax to Infinite Destinies and Infinite Score. And the totality of Black Cat from the past 2 years, all in this oversized special. So I'm looking forward to this one. 40 pages, $5. Next, we have The Death of Doctor Strange. Spider-Man issue 1. This one is also written by Jed MacKay, which I think is going to be pretty cool, because here we get to see Felicia in this book alongside with Ben Reilly at this point. So that could be an interesting story. So looking forward to that one. 40 pages, another $5 book. Now we have The Death of Doctor Strange, issue 3 of 5 at this point. So we should have an idea of what this story is about. Again, Jed MacKay is writing this one. Lee Gabbert is the artist. So here we get to see a really cool cover. I love this one. It's an In-Yuk Lee cover. That's so cool, man. It's like Doctor Doom looking over a dead Doctor Strange. 32 pages, $4. And here we go. Another Death of Doctor Strange, White Fox issue 1. White Fox is a character that I want to know a little bit more about, but I feel like in a way she's like a Black Cat ripoff. She looks so similar, but I know her power set is different. So this could be a kind of an interesting story. This is done by Alyssa Wong and Andy Tong. So here we have a Peach Momoko variant, which looks very nice. And this one is also 40 pages, $5. Now we have the continuation of Marvel Voices. This is Heritage issue 1. Got a lot of people attached to this one. And this one's 40 pages. Guess what, guys? $5. All right, and then we have Darkhold Black Bolt issue 1. This is done by Mark Russell and David Cutler. It says Black Bolt's mighty voice is his greatest gift, and since childhood, it has been his greatest curse. Recruited with 4 other heroes to read from the Darkhold, a powerful evil text written by the elder god Scython, Black Bolt thought he was signing up for battle befitting a king, but the true battlefield is his own mind. Critically acclaimed writer Marvel Russell brings you a scream-worthy story that will break an empire. 32 pages. It's a one-shot, $4. I don't know if I'll get these, because now we have a Wasp one as well. And do I care enough for this type of one-shot, right? So Jordi Belair is the writer of this one, and Claire Rowe is the artist. And especially if these are all going to be $5, I don't know. All right, so now we have Legends Black Panther, issue 2 of 4. So issue 1 obviously came out for the month of October. I didn't see that solicitation for it. Not sure if I'll be on board with this one. Of course, with these high price points, we have to be picky of which comics that we want, right? So we'll see what happens there if I decide to pick it up. However, it is 32 pages and it's only $4. This is the Black Panther book, though, that I'll probably pick up to check out. And this is Black Panther issue 1, written by John Ridley, and Juan Cabal is the artist here. Cover art done by Alex Ross. So this is a gorgeous looking cover. Hopefully we get a good story here by John Ridley. No more Black Panther in space and all that other crap that was going on. I want to see a great story here that will get me attached to the character, right? So that's pretty cool. Check out this dual variant cover. They did a Moon Knight one just recently, and that is phenomenal. Look at the detail in that. And then we got this one. That is absolutely gorgeous too. Love that cover. And then we got this one here. This one's a little like, I don't know, Black Panther looks a little camouflage. You can't see him within his cloak or whatnot. Not a fan of that one, so I wouldn't buy that one. This one's pretty cool. Suri's in there, and all the guns pointing at him, so that's cool. And then you got these face variants. Do you guys collect those? I don't like those. They're just too weird. I don't know. I'm not a fan of those. Then you got this Scotty Young one. That one is great. I love that one. I wound up getting the Kang one this past week, so that was a lot of fun too to get that. So 40 pages, $5. All right. Next we have Defenders issue 4 of 5. Written by Al Ewing. Javier Rodriguez does the artwork. I'm not reading this anymore. This is not my cup of tea. Just wasn't a fan of the first issue. I didn't care about the team. There was no characters that got me attached, that made me care. So I'm like, nah, not gonna read this anymore. But this one's 32 pages and that one's $4. All right, now at this point we're at Darkhawk issue 4 of 5, and we're still awaiting the very first issue, which is getting ready to come out in this new comic book week. Kyle Higgins is the writer, which I'm totally excited about that. The writer of Radiant Black, and Juanan Ramirez does the artwork. So it's pretty cool as you got Darkhawk there with Miles, and you have Captain America. Shouldn't Miles be wearing his new suit though? That's the cover. 32 pages, $4. All right, next we have Dark Ages issue 3 of 6. This is Tom Taylor's project that was supposed to come out last year, but was delayed because of COVID. So we're going to be halfway through on this. So I am looking forward to that, as we have an IMP goes through a bunch of the heroes, and then all of a sudden, like, everything is dark. So that's basically what that story is in a nutshell. All right, then we have Khazar, Lord of the Savage Land, issue 3 of 5. Is this the What If book? That looks pretty cool. I like that cover. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be picking this one up. If it is a What If, though, I will be picking it up. So I don't know. We'll see. 32 pages, $4. First issue of this was really, really good. If you did not know anything about Kang and you wanted to learn about him, this is the story for you. Kang the Conqueror, issue 4 of 5. Done by Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, Carlos Mango. That first issue was great, learning about him as he was a kid, and then kind of betraying the older Kang to leave him behind. And it was kind of cool. I really like that. So this one is 32 pages, $4. Check it out. All right. At this point now, we're at Moon Knight issue 5. By issue 4, I'm going to make a decision if I'm going to keep this book or drop this book. I wasn't a fan of the first issue, but I know we got to give time. We got to give a story arc. We got to find out what's going on, right? Jed McKay's the writer. I'm a fan of his writing, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what happens by issue 5 if I'm still reading this. Here's a variant cover for you. All right, and next we go to Eternals. I dropped this book at issue 1, yeah. Issue 1. I was just not a fan of that, so I will not be reading Eternals. Issue 7. Kieran Gillen is the writer here. And then here we get another variant, which this one's alright. It's not that great for me. Then we have another variant. Why do we need all these variants for Eternals? What's happening? Peach Momoko. That's kind of cool, I guess. Alright. That book's $4. All right, now we move on to the Marvels. This is issue 7. Kurt Busiek is the writer, and cover art done by Alex Ross. Always gorgeous looking cover that he does for these titles. 32 pages, $4. And next we get the Fantastic Four celebrating 60 years. This is the anniversary tribute, as it plays homage to the very first issue of Fantastic Four. So that's really cool. Gotta love the cover. Very traditional, right? Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Aaron Cooter, Adam Hughes, Albert Montes, and a ton of other creators in there. Definitely looking forward to that one. Fantastic Four is a staple of the Marvel Universe. You gotta check it out. This is pretty cool. Love this cover. Love it. It screams Silver Age, right? 72 big pages. Marvel Comics Group 25 cents. The special king size annual number 3, 1965. That's so cool, man. And then you have Fantastic Four Life Story issue 5 of 6. I missed issue 2 for some reason. My shop didn't have it, or I missed out on it. Didn't read issue 3, so I'm not going back to read this. I heard mixed emotions when it comes to this story. But I heard issue 3 was pretty good with Johnny Storm. All right. And then we have here the 40 pages and $5. All right. Next, we're going to go on to Avengers Tech On Avengers, this Sentai inspired Avengers book, which is pretty badass. I really enjoyed the first issue. When it comes to our heroes are powerless against Red Skull, who has infinity dust, and all of a sudden now Tony Stark created this armor that they have to wear, which is kind of cool. Similar to Mech Strike, but I think this is going to have a lot more weapons and toys instead of them running around in big gigantic mechs. So check this out if you're looking for something fun. Jim Zub is the writer. Jeff Chamba Cruz is the artist there. All right, and then we have Fantastic Four issue 38. Now, I'm not going to kid you not. Like, I almost crapped myself when I saw this cover because I saw regular Jennifer Walters here on the cover. I'm like, oh my God, is Jen back? So here it's written by Dan Slott. Francisco Mania is the artist. Cover done by Terry Dotson there. Got to get that. And then you got this cover right here. And it looks like the Wizard and the Frightful Four menace the Fantastic Four both in and out of the courtroom. It's time to call everyone's favorite green lawyer, the sensational She-Hulk. All this and some surprise Marvel U guest stars and a new development for a member of the Richards family. So, based off of this cover here, is Jennifer Walters back to the way she was from the pages of the Avengers? That is still yet to be determined. I have to read this to find out. All right, next we have Marvel Comics Amazing Fantasy, the conclusion. This is 5 of 5. So far at this point, I only read the first issue, and it was really good. The coolest thing about this book, though, honestly, is the cover art. It is so fantasy inspired. I love it. And of course, this is all about your favorite heroes like Spider-Man, Black Widow, Red Room Black Widow, old school Captain America. Really great series so far based off of the first issue. And they just got some cool covers, man. Check out this one. From the creator of Spider-Man Reign comes Amazing Fantasy, the heroic mini-series, the final 5th issue. That's pretty freaking cool. 32 pages, $5. The book's overpriced. Look at this Alex Ross cover art for Iron Man issue 14, written by Christopher Cantwell. Are you guys into this series? I'm still reading it. I feel like it's a little bit of a, stalling point for me at this point, but it's still entertaining. So I am enjoying it. We'll see what happens going forward. Check out the cover art here. That looks pretty cool. That is really nice, man. All right, and then we go to one of my favorite series from Kelly Thompson as we get Black Widow issue 13. Love this book, love this cover, everything about it is always so good. Ton of action. Check out this Peach Momoko. I like that cover right there. So I'll have to buy that one. So yeah, great series, guys. All right, and then next we have the Winter Guard issue 4 of 4. So this is wrapping up. We'll see what happens with it. Still, the first issue has to come out. I think it's coming out same thing this comic book week. So I'm not sure what to expect from it at this point. But if you're a fan of Yelena Belova and the Winter Guard, this is going to be something that you pick up. And then here's your variant. All right. It says checkmate, the final issue. All right. Next we have Shang-Chi issue 6. So I never read issue 1. I don't have anything to say about Shang-Chi. Some folks out there have been telling me that this book has been pretty good and I shall read it. But I just passed on it, and I'll see the movie when it comes out. 32 pages, $4. All right, so next we have Marvel Tales issue 1. Genusville? Marvel Tales? Looks like Captain Marvel. So yeah, this one's written by Peter David. I don't know if I'll be actually picking this one up, but if you're a fan favorite of this, it's a big one. 88 pages, $8. All right, then we have Captain Marvel issue 34. Great looking cover here. It just says Last Marvels Part 3. So I guess we're getting ready to do a new story arc, and this is obviously part 3 of that. I am a little bit behind. I heard, though, that the most recent issue of Captain Marvel was like in between 2 story arcs, so I'm probably going to pick it up again and see what the story has to offer. Written by Kelly Thompson, who does a wonderful job at Black Widow. All right, next we have Strange Academy issue 13, which I love this series. Don't get me wrong. Some people give me slack about it, but I'm just wanting more when it comes to Strange Academy, right? I love learning about the characters, but I wish at the same time that we had a story that just was a little bit more in depth and like, where are we going with this series? And I just don't think we get enough of that. This one's done by Scotty Young and Humberto Ramos. It's great art. I love the concept. I just want a little bit more. 32 pages, $4. Next, we have Donny Cates' masterpiece. This is Thor issue 19, and Nick Klein is getting ready to come back on the title. So guys, this is the time. If you have not read Thor or jumped off of it, please go back on it, right? Here's your variant cover here. In this title, this new story arc is called Gods of Hammers, and it starts right here, and Mjolnir is gone missing. So that's going to be an interesting story. Maybe this leads to the whole situation with Thanos actually having the hammer and maybe the stones inside of it, right? So this one's 32 pages, $4. Savage Avengers. I don't read this series, but I heard people say it's actually a pretty solid series. We're on issue 26, and it's written by Jerry Duggan. Patrick Zurcher is the artist here. So we have that coming out. Daredevil, which has been a phenomenal book. This is issue 36. Chip Zdarsky's getting ready to wrap this up, at least this portion of Daredevil. Love how Elektra's been Daredevil. Interesting story. Cover and art is done by Marco Cicchetto, which is a phenomenal artist. Fits this book perfectly. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So here we go. And it also looks like Daredevil and Typhoid Mary are going to prepare to tie the knot. So that will be interesting for sure. Warhammer? No, let's just pass that. Cool cover, but I don't read that series. I'm even looking at it. Next, we have Alien. This is issue 8, done by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I decided not to read the Alien books just because the first issue and second issue were okay, but I just can't read everything. And I don't know, sometimes movie comics don't always make it for me. So I was just like, I'm just gonna not read it. But if you're enjoying it, that's awesome. Salvador LaRocca is the artist there. I love this cover though. You got the face hugger going after this woman. It's so awesome. So in here we have our other cover. So it's a new story arc if you want to jump on board. Then we have the Star Wars comics, which a lot of them I'm not reading, only because of War of the Bounty Hunters. I read some of them. So hopefully the main Star Wars comic gets back on track. But this is High Republic, issue 2 of 5, Trail of Shadows. And then here we have Star Wars The High Republic, issue 11. Star Wars Crimson Reign. I really don't have any interest in Han Solo's girlfriend, like reading about her. So I'm not going to pick this up. This is only 1 of 5. This is a mini-series. A lot of comics these days are mini-series, so they just produce that much more. You got to pick and choose which ones you want to read. And then here's some of the variant covers, which actually look cool. That one's all right. So it's 40 pages, $5. Star Wars Life Day. So obviously it has to do with Han Solo and Chewbacca here. Probably won't pick that one up either. It's 40 page one shot, not necessary. And then here's our Star Wars main title, like I was talking about. So looking forward to seeing what this story has to offer after the War of Bounty Hunters. I feel like it was a stall for a long time because of War of the Bounty Hunters was coming out, so they could get to that point. Now we can progress this story. Here we have Luke doing battle against some stormtroopers. And then here's your variant cover, which this looks beautiful. Love that cover, man. Luke looks so real. You get to see his, his hand covered up in that black glove there. So it says, Luke's quest for answers takes a dangerous turn. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Get rid of all that galactic nonsense with Grand Moff Tarkin's apprentice and stuff like that. So, all right, Dr. Aphra. I'm not really into that one there, so I'm not going to be reading that either. And then you got Bounty Hunters, which continues as well. So if you continue to be a fan of the Bounty Hunters, then this is going to be a book for you. All right. Darth Vader, though, out of the Star Wars book, seems to be the best one. So this is issue 18 of the series, written by Greg Pak. And this is going to be another book to see what it's like after War of the Bounty Hunters. So this one's 32 pages and $4. All right, now we move on to some of the X-Men stuff. Right now, we're right in this dead smack middle of Infernal at this point in time. We got our X-Men doing battle against Nimrod. It looks like multiple Nimrods, right? Looking forward to this. This is Jonathan Hickman's end of his X-Men era here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So RB Sylvia does the artwork here. And then here is our variant covers. That's a nice one. And then here's our variant with Emma Frost. So all the different outfits of over the years of Emma Frost. Looks really cool. And then you got Magneto. And then that book is 56 pages, $6. Then you have the Phoenix song Echo. Do you guys care about Echo possessing the Phoenix Force? This is 2 of 5, like I said. Rebecca Roanhorse is the writer of this one. I don't know. I don't think I'll be reading that one. 32 pages, $4. Then we continue Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood. I'm not a fan of all these Black, White, and Blood books. I don't feel that there's necessary to them. They're all anthology types of stories. And again, with all the books that are out there that have real stories going on, I just don't need this. But if you're a Deadpool fan, check it out. This is the final issue, 4 of 4. And then here's your variant cover. And then here's another variant. It's called All Blood Out, the grand finale of Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood. That's 40 pages, $5. Now, this is the book that you've all been waiting for. X-Force Kill Shot Anniversary Special. Rob Liefeld is back. And he is celebrating, I think, 25 years or 30 years of X-Force? Dude, that's crazy. Here is all your variants. They have connecting covers. So if you want to collect these, guys, go for it. I'm actually excited for it, man. I love bringing back this old school stuff, especially when Rob Liefeld brings back his. And it's just so funny how his art, in many ways, has not changed, Domino actually looks good here, though. So I like the way she looks. You got Venom Pool in there. You got Major X. Haven't seen him since he was created, right? And then, of course, you got Deadpool and Shatterstar. He's in there. 30 years of X-Force. One shot, 40 pages, $5. This is definitely a series I'm not reading anymore. I checked out the first, second issue. No, this is just not for me. Al Ewing, again, like I said, I feel like he's hit his stride with Immortal Hulk, and I just don't feel like his stuff is all that great. I heard Guardians is pretty good, but I just at a point where I'm too far behind to catch up. Hellions, issue 17, that's a pretty fun series for a lot of people. Some say it's one of the more fun books out there, and I agree. I've read most of the issues. I'm a couple issues behind in it. Zeb Wells is a great writer. And then here's the action figure variants. I love that. Looks so good. 32 pages, $4. Then we have a book that I will no longer be reading, The Trial of Magneto. Just not a fan of it. Just too much standing around, too much talking. All the stuff that I anticipated or thought was going to happen actually happened there. So, yeah. Here's some of the variant covers there. And we obviously know that Magneto didn't do it, and he's going to be in future books, and that's that. X-Force is another X book that I have recently dropped. I just felt like the story progression there is very lacking, and I just feel like it just drags on. It gets bogged down by the events. So this is the 25th issue of X-Force. So 32 pages, $4. And New Mutants is another book that I'm not reading right now. So there's a lot of stuff when it comes to the mutants that I have dropped at this point. Now, this is issue 23, 32 pages, $4. But the one book that I do like is X-Men. This is issue 5, as we get a team of X-Men. They're acting like a team again, doing battle against new villains. And I think this is going to be a phenomenal series, written by Jerry Duggan. Javier Pina is doing the artist here, and the cover art is done by Pepe Larraz. So already by issue 5, though, we don't have Pepe Larraz on the artwork, which is unfortunate. Marauders, I'm a little bit behind on, but I'm going to catch up on it, being that Jerry Duggan is connected to the X book, the main one. So I want to see how the story progresses here. So looking forward to that. You got to love this variant cover with Emma. She is thick, man. Look at her thighs, dude. She's got these big thighs, and then she's got this little neck. It's so funny. It says How to Fight Your Dragon. 32 pages, $4. And you have Excalibur. This is issue 25, another book that I'm not currently reading. Teenie Howard. Here's your Peach Momoko variant. The One True King Returns, it's called. That one's 32 pages, $4. Then you have Wolverine, which again is another book that I am not reading. This is issue 18. I just felt like it just dealt with too many stories. And again, another book that just got bogged down by the events, and I'm just not into it. I just can't get into a lot of these mutant books right now. It's a shame. But here is a cool cover if you want to pick up X-Men Legends that has to deal with all the classic style of X-Men. This is issue 9. I love this cover. Gonna have to buy this just for the cover. And I even like this cover too for the variant. Just totally reminds you of 90s X-Men. Is this done by Peach Momoko also? I mean, if it is, or if it isn't, no matter what, I think it looks pretty awesome. All right, guys, last but not least, we have our favorite webhead. Oh, wait, maybe not, because this is Ben Reilly. This is the Amazing Spider-Man Beyond, right? And here he's doing battle against Morbius. This is issue 78. Kelly Thompson. Sarah Pacelli does the artwork on this book. So, yeah, it looks like he's doing battle against Morbius. That could be interesting there. And here's your variant cover with Misty Knight. That's interesting. So, yeah, it says Ben Reilly's second real outing as Spider-Man pits him against Morbius, and it does not go well. 32 pages, $4. I like this variant cover. This one looks really good, so I'm excited about that one. And then there's Amazing Spider-Man 78 BEY. It stands for Beyond. So it's a point issue, I guess. That's why they're calling it. I don't know. We don't need any more point issues. 40 pages, $5. Here's a story arc, or a story that I'm looking forward to, as Ben Reilly's doing battle against Kraven the Hunter. That could be always a lot of fun. New writer, Cody Ziegler, and Michael Dowling does the art. This is what I'm going to hate. We're going to get a new writer and a new artist every single issue, and it's going to interrupt that flow of Spider-Man. So, I don't know. But if you want a cool variant, this is it right here with Kraven the Hunter. That is pretty badass. And it just continues the story, though. It goes, the aftershocks of the Morbius incident are still fresh in Ben Reilly's mind, and he faces with Kraven the Hunter. 32 pages, $4. You gotta love this variant, too. It's like Kraven's like eating the bug. So funny, man. And here we have Spider-Woman with Jessica Drew. Guys, this is a great series. This is action-packed, balls to the walls. If you're looking for a comic book that just, again, has lots of action, this is where it's at, man. Carla Pacheco does a great work with it. Pierre Perez is the art. It's so much fun. I mean, look at this cover right here. You got T-Rexes and Raptors and just, it's awesome, man. It's so cool. Definitely check this one out. It even says in the description, lights, camera, action. So cool. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads is continuing. That's the conclusion of that. And I wonder if Peter David and Greg Land are completely done now at that point with this. But if you're looking for a variant cover, now that is a variant cover right there. That is absolutely gorgeous. Love that black suit. And then you have Miles Morales Spider-Man, where he's wearing his new suit. This is issue 32. Saladin Ahmed and Christopher Allen does the art. So, and it looks like Taskmaster's in it, so I'm definitely reading it at that point. And then we have the variant cover there. We've got this pink and black going on, so that's quite interesting. And yeah, that's it for your Spider-Man comic books. Guys, so there you have it. There are all their solicitations for the month of November. Hopefully you're getting your list ready, and before you know it, we're going to be in 2022. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell, and if you like the content, I'll leave you more content right here to check out. And guys, as always, keep reading, keep collecting, keep buying those books, and this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.